welcome to parts bag F of my build of the Kyosho Javelin 4-wheel drive off-road buggy. Today it looks like we're going to be doing the shock absorbers, and we're going to start with step 24, making up the tools. Now I've already done these because they're fairly simple. No idea what it's going to be used for at the minute until we get to that point. And this is the spanner they provide, and you cut this piece out and slot it in. And then the last steps is to put 4 of these, and you might not be able to see, but oh yeah, you can. I'm assuming they're nylon gaskets on, and you'll have to excuse me, but I need me goggles for this. We've got the bottom of the shock body, which is a aluminium nut kind of thing, and then we've got this what I'm going to call nylon washer. Now the threads are cut out on this, so what I've found the easiest way to get this on is to try and line up the flanges on the gasket with the flats of the thread as best you can, and then using your nail just force it down and keep going round, quarter turn each time. Until it's all the way down. Something like so. And there we go. So I've done all 4 of them. And those are the shock bodies, or the rear ones at least. Oops. And the front ones, and the 2 tools, so we can crack on with step 25. Step 25 is making up the shock pistons, and they're both very similar. The only difference is the front shocks have this 2mm spacer on the inside as well as one on the outside, whereas the rear ones just have one on the outside. And as you can see, I've already done the 2 long ones, and I've already done the E-clips because I'm not doing them on camera anymore. So we just simple case of putting a spacer in, putting this thing in, which I haven't cut the excess off yet. There we go, that'll do. And I don't think it tells us what that is now, just a part number. So that goes on next. We've then got 2 orange O-rings. And for some reason it just says a splash of oil on the rear one. Oops. A bit too much maybe, but hey. We've then got this black cap, and it does say note direction, and it goes in with the flange at the bottom. We then need the actual aluminium screw cap, which should go on. Oh, he says, has he cut that off? I think that's cut off enough. Yep, and that pushes over all of that. We've then got the second spacer, and then the ball joint connector, and there's another note there that says tighten it up to the lip or the step. So I'm going to do that just till I feel it nip up. There we go. And that's step 25 done. So we need to move on to 26, the shock oil. So I don't think we need any more bits, so we'll get straight into this, I think, and do at least one. So we've got the big stuff. We need to fill it up, and basic setup is front A and rear B pistons. For high grip surfaces use B pistons, front and rear silicone oil to, that's just a note. It says fill to that line, so I think from looking at that, I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but you can just sort of see a line, so that's what I'm going to do. It's quite thin oil, this. Whoops. Well, I've not done that before. Missed the old. Oh dear. Right, so I think that's about it. We then take one of these long piston rods and we slowly insert it. And get grease all over the paper. And yeah, oh no, there is some coming out. So yeah, I reckon I got that right. And now our little tools come into play. So we've got the Kyosho spanner and then this beast. Oh yes, I see. There we go. And we tighten it up. There we go. And hopefully Bob's your auntie. Dry that off a bit. And then we just need to do the other three. So I'll get on with that. Step 27 is installing the springs onto the shock absorbers. And something that, yeah, I'm not too keen on are these spring holders. But hey, we shall see. And yet again there's a note telling you to put the holder down at 4mm on the front shocks and 14 on the bottom. And that's just about, maybe a little tad more there. Yeah, I'm happy with that being 14. So we tighten it up. and then pop the spring on and pop these caps on, which I found quite difficult to begin with, but I think what you have to do is get the back in, there we go, and then the split bit afterwards, because it's a very tight fit. And there we have 4 shock absorbers ready with adjustments if you think these are too stiff. But yeah, I think they're alright. And with the shocks complete, I'm going to leave it here and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!